Greetings, Commanders. I'm Commander Gypsum, and today we're hopping back into our Combat Anaconda, and we're going to go check out a high-intensity combat zone. Now, this is where the real fights are. Alright, so let's check out what we've got on our internals. We've got a power plant, D7 thrusters, a frameshift drive, D life support, a power distributor, D sensors, and A7 shield generator, and then we got 3 banks of A6 shield cell banks. And let's see, a couple cargo racks we're not going to use, an A5 fuel scoop that's not going to be much use to us, some more cargo racks, and an advanced discovery scanner. On hard points, we're going all pulse lasers. So we've got 4 large pulse lasers and then 2 medium, and we just removed the 2 small ones since they're fairly useless. And a bunch of shield boosters and a kill warrant scanner. But we're not going to be using a kill warrant scanner, so let's see if we can tack on another shield booster here to give us a little bit better shields. Alright, shield booster alpha. And let's see if we can stick this on without going over our power requirements. Alright, so of course we're over in there, but we can go over to our modules and make sure we're not going overboard here. Alright, so I'll have priority 1. And we got our frameshift drive priority 2, fuel 3, cargo hatch 5. And yeah, looks like we're going to be good. Alright, so let's check out the bulletin board and see if we can pick up any combat zone missions. Maybe make a couple extra credits along the way here. Let's see what we got. Here's one. That looks like that's it. So just 1 combat contract. It's not for a lot of money, but it's better than nothing, right? Maybe it'll pay for repairs or something. Or at least for shield cell banks. So we'll go ahead and scoop it up. Can't say no to free money. Alright, so let's get the ship out. Alright, so we are in the Samis system, and that's where the combat is today. I checked Galnet to see where the combat zones are, and they said that this system had some, so that's why we're here. Do some mercenary wet work. Alright, check our weapons real quick, and it doesn't look like it's going to take down our shields or disable anything else, so we should be good. We're going to squeeze through. Little ding, but that's okay. Alright, so let's pick out where our combat zone is. And here it is. High intensity, really close by. Very convenient for us. Well, for a minute there I thought we were going to be sailing off into the sun. Wouldn't that have been a romantic way to start our combat? Oh, watch out, Viper. Alright, so here we are. It went by so fast because I edited it, so we're not waiting around for so long. Alright, so we need to pick our faction, and we're picking the Imperial Society because that's what we're getting paid to fight for. Alright, so it looks like we got a nice little furball going here. And we got lasers everywhere. It's kind of beautiful, no? Alright, so let's teach this eagle the error of his ways of being on the opposite side of us. And it takes a little bit of extra firepower because all the ships here in combat zones are all combat spec, so they're all going to have like military grade hull armor and maybe even some hull armor reinforcements. So they always take a lot more hits to kill than they do in like the resource extraction sites. Alright, so let's go meet our next victim, a Cobra Mark III.
Under attack.
Let's see if we got any better targets.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, see, he's getting just out of effective range, so we gotta close in a little bit more. Yes. Look at that beautiful clipper doing his thing. What else we got? A python. Fantastic. It's always good to go after the bigger fish, especially when you're in an anaconda. Unfortunately, he's a little ways away, so we gotta do some boosting to close in distance. And when I say a little bit of boosting, I mean a lot of boosting. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting into effective range. And we should be able to take down his shields here with one volley. Yep, shields down. Now we just have to keep them in front of us. Now, the Anaconda really isn't that hard to fly. It takes some getting used to when you first get in it. But, the trick is to be using your vertical thrusters. I think that's what they're called. To adjust your kind of pitch. And engine's reverse is a big part of it as well. Alright, we got the boom. What else we got? Vulture. It was making for a good target. Yeah, so with a combination of your lateral, I guess we're gonna call it, thrusters, and your reverse power thrusters, it's fairly easy to keep ships dead in front of you, so you can just pummel them. I used to use a lot of laser turrets, but I didn't really trust them because sometimes they would tag people I didn't want them to tag, or else they would miss a lot. So I just really went back to gimbaled weapons and just learned how to fly better so I can keep my target in front of me. And now it's not an issue. Alright, just a little bit more. Come on, pop. Pop, pop, pop. You can do it. There we go. Alright, and we blew up 4 out of 4, so our mission is done. But we've still got full shield, so we're going to keep on going.
Under attack.
Let's see.
Target shields offline.
Looks like we got a vulture fairly close to us. There was a python out there, but it was like 7 kilometers, so we might as well take what's in front of us first. And the vultures, as good as they are, this guy's only competent, so he's not going to put up too much of a fight here.
Target shields offline.
And you can just see his hole melting away. Alright, who's next? Cobra. These guys are actually fairly annoying. They usually fit the plasma accelerators on them. And they can be very annoying indeed. Oh, see that plasma just flying right by me? Oh, someone just hit me again. Probably a Viper. The Vipers have a lot of plasma weapons as well.
Target destroyed. Target shields
Alright.
Target shields online.
Little Imperial fighter.
Under attack.
So close, we'll take them. Now their biggest defense is their size. They're so tiny you can barely ever hit them. But once you get under a kilometer, they're pretty much dead.
Target
Oh
destroyed.
man, somebody's me with plasma again.
Shields offline.
They're ganging up on me. So we'll take down this vulture next. So we got 3 targets, 4 targets hitting us right now.
Under attack.
Alright, so we're activating a shield cell bank. And look at that, we're back at full shields.
Destroyed.
That is the way to be.
Target shields online.
Alright. Oh, Asp. Yeah, they usually have plasma and rail. These guys can be very annoying.
Target shields offline.
But they don't hold up very well in a combat zone, so we should take them down here pretty quick. And here, I accidentally activated shield cell bank. So even though I had full shields, I accidentally hit the button again. So that's unfortunate, but just a part of the fog of war. Sometimes you just make little mistakes like that. Alright, he's out of the fight.
Target destroyed. Target shields
Messing me up with that plasma again.
Target shields online.
Here's another easy pick. Popping chaff. What a weenie. That's okay. Just give me time to replenish my power to weapons. And now we've got full banks for the next assault.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Give him a good peppering. That's what I like about this setup. 6 lasers does quite the pepper job. And even when you do run out of energy, you still get a lot of firepower firing.
Target shields online.
Alright, who's next?
Target shields
And
offline.
these Vipers, I hate Vipers.
Shields online.
I love to fly Vipers, but I hate engaging them in combat zones.
Target shields offline.
Because once they get low on their armor here, they'll hit boost, and then they're gone. See, look at them go. It's like, bye-bye.
Target shields
And
online.
there's just no catching them, so you just gotta let them go. It's very annoying.
Target shields
Alright, a
online.
courier. Oh, this guy's elite. Hopefully he's all decked out. Give me a good fight here. And the couriers actually have excellent shields. Somewhere in the 600 megajoule range. So for a small ship, man, they've got excellent shields. But their hull, not so much. As you can see here, it's just dropping right down. Yeah, a couple more hits. There we go. Alright, who is next?
Target destroyed. Target shields offline.
A Clipper. An elite Clipper at that. But it looks like he's already taken some damage, so his shield's already down. Which is good for us. So we're gonna use the last of our boost here, so we can catch up and get into the fight. And he is already hurting. Hear the engine screaming as I put on the brakes. Anaconda can be kind of dramatic with its engine noises.
Under attack.
Not as dramatic as the Viper or Furred Lance. Those guys are very loud. Incoming missile? Ha! But missiles can't do anything against shields, so we don't even worry about that kind of thing.
Target destroyed.
Look at that debris field. Very nice. Alright, we got another Cobra Mark III.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Yeah, this guy's in a tough spot. We just heard his canopy blow out. Yeah, and he's out of the fight. Who's this guy? Ooh, an Anaconda, nice. Some Anaconda v Anaconda combat. Alright, and I almost have full shields, and his shields are now down. Alright, so now I just gotta keep him in front of me and keep the lasers bearing down. Now I'm just about depleted with energy, so I kinda have to fire in bursts. But his power plant is almost gone. Yeah, and once 1.4 drops, I guess we won't be able to just shoot out power plants anymore. They're saying that there'll be a certain percentage for instant destruction, like it is now, but it's going to be more cases of them losing power and you still have to either take out more modules or just go for a whole collapse. So that's going to be a big change coming up here, so we got to enjoy our power plant targeting while we can. Another Viper. Hey, these guys are so annoying.
Target shields offline.
See if we can take him down fast enough. Come on. Before he escapes. I think we might get this one. Nice.
Target destroyed.
Another Eagle. He's too far out right now. Effective range on small is start flying around 1.5 kilometers. And then once you get down to 1 kilometer, that's where the hits really start to come down on the small guys.
Target shields offline.
Alright, so we need to get some boost in here because this is taking too long. Alright, here we go. There we go, now we can see his profile lighten up from the hits. Alright, who's next? Another Vulture. Oh, and with the plasma. Now the Vulture is actually my favorite ship to fly in a resource extraction site. These guys are beast mode. Shields into the 500 megajoules when you're kitted out. And 2 large pulse lasers.
Target shields offline.
And with the way the Vulture handles, it just takes down everybody. Yeah, as much as I'd like to use more ships and resource extraction sites, the Vulture is just the most efficient one out there. The Courier is an excellent resource extraction site ship as well, and it's got excellent shields. It just doesn't have the maneuverability that the Vulture has, so you have to get a little bit more creative with your flying. Okay, so it looks like we got another Clipper on the radar here. To boost out to it,
Shields offline.
and the Clippers are large, so we can start to engage at about 2 kilometers to 2.5 kilometers. Is an effective engagement for the larger ships, especially if they have shields up. Seems like the shields are bigger than the ship. And just a few more hits should do it. Come on now. Come on. There we go. Now give us that debris field. There it is.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so it looks like we got another Courier here. An expert level.
Target shields offline.
Come on, little guy. Don't try to run. We need fodder for our lasers, and you are it. And then we're gonna get whoever's hitting us with that plasma.
Target destroyed.
Clipper. Excellent. I do like the large ship combat.
Target shields offline.
Alright, shields down. Now we commence our attack on the power plant.
Under attack.
Alright, so it looks like we got a lot of people after us right now. 4 targets. But that's okay. The Anaconda is pretty tanky. Got about 1,500 megajoules of shields. So we can tank pretty well in this one. Come on, Clipper. You're taking far too long. Oh, now you're just too far away. Gotta start closing range here. Here we go. Now we're getting to effective range. Yeah, the shield's getting kind of low. And now we're back up to 2 rings, which is pretty good. Oh man. 1% on the power plant, and he outmaneuvers us for a second. Alright, Viper.
Target shields
You're next after firing all that plasma at us.
Target
Yep, shield's down. Oh no, don't boost. Oh
under
man.
attack.
Looks like he's gonna make the great escape. Oh, is he coming back? How honorable of him coming back. There we go.
Target shields
We're just messing this up. We're back down to one ring.
under
Well,
attack.
1.5 rings maybe. Alright, peppering them shields. And they're down. You gotta love that sound once it transfers from shields hits to hull hits. Tank, 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 clank, clank, clank. Then you know it is time.
Under attack.
Alrighty.
Target destroyed.
Little Imperial fighter. Come here, little buddy. He's too far out right now. Close range. Here we go.
Target shields offline.
Here we go. Little Condor down. Condor down. Or maybe the Condor is the federal ship. Yeah, maybe so.
Under attack.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 1.4 so I can try flying one of those little guys. Alright, Anaconda. Let's tangle. Our shields are almost identical. It's gonna be a good fight.
Target shields offline.
Alright, now I have the advantage. I just gotta close here. So we're too far out for engagement, even with an Anaconda. Alright, here we go. Coming in a little hot. Engines are screaming as we try to slow down. Oh, almost rammed them. So we need to turn around. There we go. Now we just gotta keep them in range and we'll be good to go. Ah, he's trying to pop chaff. Okay. Give me time to power up the weapons a little more. Oh, you hit me with the little baby beams. Oh, I heard canopy.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, we've definitely met our quota here, but we're gonna stay in the fight because we still got shields left. Another eagle. Really? That's the highest threat right now is an eagle? Yeah, so that's what I use to find out who I'm going to attack next. I've got target highest threat. Keybind to one of my buttons here on the hat. So I can always go after who's going to be the highest threat to me. And for this video, I'm using the Thrustmaster Warthog. That's what I use upstairs on my main computer. In my game room. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Thrustmaster Warthog. It's got all of the buttons I need. And I've got an X55 that I use on my laptop as well, and that is almost identical. But the buttons are just a little bit different. I prefer the Thrustmaster, really. Though the X55 does have the yaw, where the Thrustmaster does not have yaw. So I ended up getting some flight pedals to use. So that's just an additional burden, but I don't know, the flight pedals are pretty cool, so it's nice. Alright, come on, Vulture. Got you in effective range now, so we should be able to end you. Here's the pop.
Target destroyed.
A dangerous Mark III.
Target shields online. Flight assist on.
Alrighty. Now we need to close to engage here. Gotta always remember to use effective power management. Alright, so now power back to weapons and shields for the assault on the dangerous Cobra Mark III. Come along now. There we go.
Target
Another
destroyed.
vulture.
Target shields offline.
This guy's expert.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
And we'll have to play a little bit of catch up here. He's almost in effective range. Just pepper him a little bit. Here we go. Effective range achieved. And I think this would be pretty scary if I was flying a small ship and Anaconda was just nailing me with 6 weapons. That would not be a situation to get yourself
Target
into.
destroyed. Target shields offline.
Another Viper.
Under attack.
They are so annoying. Let's see if we can finish them. Nope. Chase him a little bit. I just can't keep up. It's like his drives are out, so he just floats at whatever speed he was going at. And Vipers are always at a high speed, so they just kind of float away from the battlefield. Come on, give me that boost. There we go. Get back into the fight here. Now I'm toggling flight assist on and off
Flight assist off.
just because I imagine it gives me a little bit higher speed, but I really don't think it does.
Flight assist off.
I'm gonna catch up to this courier here. This deadly rated courier.
Flight assist off.
Ah, and he pops Jaff. That's okay, we still gotta play some catch up. That'll just give us time to do that. Engine screaming. Alright, here we go. We're in good range. Shield's about to collapse.
Target shields.
There we go. And that's it for our courier friend.
Target destroyed.
Another Viper. Let's see if we can take this guy out before he floats away. He's deadly. A deadly Viper. Uh-oh. Oh, man. It's floating out of range.
Shields online.
Oh, Python. Excellent. Now, the Python is probably my second favorite ship to take into combat zones. Because it's got the 3 large hardpoints and 2 medium, so really it's only got 1 fewer hardpoint than the Anaconda. In this setup anyways. And it's got room to hold like 3 shield cell banks, which is very nice. But the main problem with the Python is the shields are kind of crap. They get into the 600 megajoule range, which is like fantastic for a small ship like the Courier. But for the Python, it's just not enough. You're using shield cell banks all the time.
Under attack.
And the Python has a huge profile, so that's another big problem. It's very easy to hit, and those little ships just nail it all the time.
Flight assist on.
Alright, so back to another little guy, the eagle. Alright, he's out of the game. Little pop.
Target destroyed.
And another viper. I wonder if this is the same viper that we were fighting a little bit earlier and he just came back. I'm gonna say that it is, because I don't like him.
Target shields
I
offline.
think we might be able to get him this time. Missiles, you're so silly. There we go.
Target
Oh man, a
shields
python is
offline.
getting us. Look at him trying to sizzle us with beam lasers.
Flight assist off.
Alright, come here, guy.
Flight assist on.
Here we go. Just staying right in effective range. Shields are still up.
Target
There we
shields
go.
offline.
And at this point, we're out of shields as well. Our shield cell banks. So we're just kind of skating along on what we got. Looks like another vulture floating around next to us. Man, this guy's taking way too long. It's all of our power's depleted from weapons. Oh, oh, oh.
Flight assist off.
There we go.
Flight assist off.
Starting to get out of range here. We don't like that kind of thing. Okay, he's just about through. Just a couple more percent to go for the power plant. And now another clipper. An elite clipper.
Target shields offline.
I think this makes our second elite clipper that we've seen so far. And yeah, we are definitely in effective range here. So that hole's just starting to melt. Yeah, the Clipper doesn't really make a great combat ship.
Flight assist.
It's got 2 large hardpoints, 2 medium, and it's got pretty good power distributor from what I remember. So I mean, that's good. But the shields are really crap. They're just terrible on the Clipper. You have to get like an A7 shield generator, but it only does, I think, like 600 megajoules of power. And it's just not good at all. So the Clipper just doesn't make a very effective combat ship. And it's huge and has a ton of inertia, so it slides around a lot. And I've lost a Clipper before doing research or doing bounty hunting in a resource extraction site by basically broadsiding a meteor.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, that was not cool. Or not meteor, asteroid. Alright, a dangerous vulture is next on our list. Poppin' chaff. I don't even bother bringing chaff with me. That just takes up a slot that I could be using a shield booster in. Shield's about to drop.
Target
You can hear that beautiful pinging on the hull. And now we're back to firing kind of volleys here. Here we go.
Target
A
destroyed.
little fighter. Poor little guy. I really hope eventually you can put fighters inside of an Anaconda. That would be pretty awesome. That's a wing I would want to be a part of. Alright, got another vulture out here. But the courier, I guess, is more important right now. And it's a lot closer. And with the Anaconda, closer is everything, really, because it's such a slow ship. Makes much more sense to go after who's next to you than who's 4 or 5 kilometers away. What is this guy? Deadly, huh? So it must be he's got a full up shield generator, because his shields are lasting.
Target shields
There we go.
offline.
And now we're down to paper hole. Way to go down chunks at a time. Just gotta keep him in front of me at the correct range. Just a little bit more to go.
Under attack.
There we go. Okay, who's next? Who is this guy firing at me?
Target destroyed.
An eagle.
Target shields left.
Tear him down.
Target destroyed.
Cobra, you're so mean. Shooting up plasma at me. And then popping chaff.
Under attack.
Yep, come on, guy. There we go.
Target shields offline.
His profile just orange. He's getting pelted. Uh-oh, now they're ganging up on me. Well, they're ganging up on me. Oh, time to boogie. Time to boogie. The shields are about to drop.
Under attack.
Retract, boost.
Frame shift. Charging.
We're about to collapse. Oh man, you see that plasma? Oh, look at that. Offline just as I get basically my FSD cleared. Alright. Time to get back to Meech Dock. See what kind of money we've made. The CZ here was very close to the planet. So, very quick journey, and I edited it down here just to get rid of some more waiting. Since this is really quite long as it is. But the Anaconda's shields are so good, I can just hang out in combat zones for quite a while. Alright, so looks like we're going to pad 24. Which I believe is somewhere in the middle. It's like a middle ramp, I think. It's either middle or close. I can't think of it now. Alright. Looks like we got a good lineup here for entry. See if we can stick her right through the mail slot. Compensate for rotation. Going a little fast here. Uh-oh. Oh! Kind of clipped it a little bit. Ooh, made a nasty sound. And right in the middle here. Right, bring her down nice and easy so we don't do any more damage to our ship here. Oh man, it's too bad I got clipped there. It took down 4%, which can get costly in an Anaconda. Alright, but it looks like we're good. Thank goodness, didn't want to mess it up anymore. Alright, so refuel, repair all, not too bad, reload all. So we spent just a little over 10 grand just in maintenance here. And now we're going to turn in our mission and get a little bit of change here. Every little bit helps. Alright. And oh, yeah, some bounties. Sure, we'll turn in some bounties while we're here. Alright, now combat bonds. Well, 1.2 million. That's not great, maybe, for half hour of fighting, but, yeah, it's not terrible. So we're gonna pull up my stats here, see how many bonds I've gotten so far. Scroll down to combat. Just over 2,000. 2,004 bonds. Not bad at all. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm already elite, so I don't really care. I just do the combat for fun now. Alright, so this has been Commander Gypsum in my Combat Anaconda. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the black. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought in the comments. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to see all of my latest videos.